So I've heard from a writing point of view, your job as a writer is to write one line that'll get the person to read the next line and then to read the next line. In other words, as a copywriter and as a writer, is to get people reading, is to draw them into the content. And there's a bit of an acronym floating around which I didn't know. I thought it was just a typo recently. And it's called TL-DR. Too long, didn't read. And I'm going, that's interesting. Well, I suppose we live in an age of Snapchat and TikTok. So let's talk a little bit about that in terms of copywriting, getting people to click. So we've got TikTok, we've got videos, we've got Snapchat videos, we've got expiring content. And there's no right or wrong answer for this because it depends on who you're trying to reach. Retail, is it entertainment, is it B2B? In fact, people say it's not B2B or B2C. It's basically human to human. We're trying to communicate with a human who's going to click and buy. So let's just first talk about too long didn't read. Have you had an experience with that acronym and what you think about that? And you just talked about that short or long content doesn't matter. If it's a complex topic, you're going to have to write longer copy to explain what you mean. If it's a gardening place, I want to buy a rose. That's not complex. So let's talk a little bit about too long didn't read acronym and what you think of that, and where does it come from? Do you know?
Yeah, I think it comes from, could be Reddit potentially. Because people tend to post massively long things on Reddit and then they summarize at the bottom with too long didn't read. It's a one-line summary, which, when I write cold email copy, I go back to, hey, are there any points in here where we can go, this is too long and I just didn't read it, and we can summarize it in a single point. So, for example, the way I think about cold email copy is I'm taking a full-on sales letter, which is chunky, and using too long didn't read and condensing it into a single email with just a few lines on it. So, but the skill in that is, well, what do I say in this email that went from a 5-page sales letter to a 3-line email? What is the stuff I have to put in here?
Yeah.
So I do like that. I do like the acronym. I subscribe to the idea that the cold email should be a TLDR. But at the same time, you don't want to miss the points, have the wrong points in there.